Welcome back, everybody. Zoo here, once again in No Man's Sky with another beginner video, and this one is about upgrading. Now, this was a request by a viewer, as you can see on the screen. They wanted a video just about the basics of upgrading, which ones you should get, how to go about it, and that sort of thing. So that's what we're going to do. So, okay, here we are in the space anomaly. Now, in here, you can get lots of upgrades for your suit, for your ship, for your multi-tool, exocrafts, whatever. You can also get building pieces, but we're just talking about upgrades for now. So let's go to the starship guy. Now, you can see here I have all these unlocked, but you won't initially. And to unlock these, you're going to need salvage data. That you can find on planets. You dig it up. You get salvage data. When you get a good amount, you come here and you buy your upgrades. Now, what I wanted to make clear is all these upgrades, like here, all these here, once you buy them, you have them forever. So if you uninstall them, you can always reinstall them. The modules are not the same thing, but we'll get into that. Okay. And here we are at a space station, because this is another place you can get upgrade modules. Now, the upgrades I just showed you at the space anomaly, those are the ones that stay forever. So, for example, this phase beam, I just got rid of it, but if I want, I can reinstall it. However, upgrades like this S-Class upgrade right here, if I uninstall that, I lose it. It's gone. So that's one difference you should be aware of. Now, on the left side of every space station, these guys also upgrades for nanites. There we go. S-Pulse engine. Upgrades go from the lowest end. On the low end are the C-Class upgrades. And then it goes to B, A, S being the best. However, there is also XClass suspicious modules. That's something you run into later in the game. So we're not really going to get too much into those. So what do you upgrade first? Well, I would say there's no right or wrong answer to this. It's going to be what is bothering you in the game. What do you want to upgrade? Do you want to increase your sprint distance, be able to sprint? You want to be able to jetpack further? If you want like that, like if you're annoyed at how slow you're moving around planets, then you want to talk to this guy and get the upgrades for your suit, the movement modules. So the movement modules, those are going to increase your jetpack, sprint recovery time, all that. So you want those. So these modules, you don't know what they're going to be until you buy them. So until I go to install this, I don't know what it's going to be. All I know right now is that it's an S-Class Pulse engine upgrade. But the stats on it are not going to be the same across the board. I could have 20 S-Class Pulse engine modules, and when I go to install them, they're not all going to be the same thing. Some may be better than others. So it's kind of like a gamble with the modules. I mean, the S-Class are always going to be the best, but the numbers on them may be different. So, for example, here we have an S-Class hyperdrive upgrade. You see it gives us 226 light years. This one gives us 230 light years. And this gives 203. But then you might find one that gives you 270. And these X-Class style modules, which you can buy a couple of them from this guy, but this is not something you can do until the later game. You're not going to be able to do that right away. Or sometimes random ships will land on planets and guys will sell those X-Class modules. But warning, those can be those, when you go to install them, can be worse than a XClass module, are better than an SClass. So really, the way those work is you need to get a lot of them to get an actual upgrade out of them. So suggestions, though, I would give you is unlock these in the Space Anomaly for your suit as soon as you can. And what I like to do, and all I think is really needed as far as your protection goes for these, is one S-Class upgrade for each. So you got your S-Class radiation, toxic, thermal. Some of this stuff, like this, you know, that's nothing you would probably want to rush to get, for example, unless you want to do underwater exploration. So you don't need to install these in any type of order. You would do it in the order that is best for you. Like on this save, I needed to get my jetpack upgraded because I like to have a good jetpack where I can just jetpack like that, back and forth. So I worked on that first, and then I've been working on that ship too. This is creative mode, this save, so I don't even have my suit fully unlocked yet. You might not be able to afford S-Class modules right away because they usually run around 500 nanites. So you get the lower ones, like the B or the A's. Those will all help too. And upgrade modules can be found in many places. They're not just... You don't just buy them. You can find them all over the universe in crates and things like that. Now, adjacency bonuses. You will get a bonus of some sort when you slot similar tech next to each other. You see how it gets this blue outline when I put these, and all these are outlined in yellow? So always slot similar tech next to each other. In the ship, you can actually see the difference it makes because we have the numbers here. But unfortunately, the suit doesn't give you any numbers, but it gives you a little bit of a boost to the stats of these things. So yeah, you can, like, again, here, look at these S modules. They're all S-Class, but you can see, all right, 220 jetpack, 200 jetpack, 222 jetpack. So they're not all the same. You could upgrade forever. Just keep getting new S modules and seeing what they are. But again, you won't know what it is until you go to install it. I'm going to go to install this. I'm going to see what it is. All right, that's actually, that's an upgrade for us. Okay, so that was an S-Class pulse engine. This is a good one. So I want to put this, I'm going to move this one. If you watch our maneuverability over here, I put this one in. We just hit 800. See, so if I move it over here, 670. But when I move it over here, 800. So it makes a difference. You can play around with this and see what works best for you. Again, the adjacency bonus and ships, multi-tools, same thing. So as you're playing through the game, you're going to be getting nanites for different things. I mean, this game gives a lot of nanites. They drop all over the place. And then as you're exploring around, every time you come to a space station, you want to check these guys and see what they have for sale. And if you can afford any upgrades, get the one that you think will help you the most. For me, I think early on, before you even really get into upgrading your ship, you want to upgrade the suit. So you're going to need to be opening these slots. That's part of it. But as you do it, as you explore, you're going to go down to planets. You're going to get salvage data. Then you're going to go back to the space anomaly. You're going to buy more upgrades. Because remember, these ones here, I don't have them installed right now. But these are ones you buy at the space anomaly. And they don't go away. You can install them or uninstall them anytime, like this one. That's like, so I can get rid of that and I can reinstall it. Those space anomaly ones are like that. But the standard modules that you're going to get, if I delete this, I just won't have it anymore. I'll have to buy another S-Class radiation upgrade. So that is really the basics of modules. It goes on for a while. You can just keep upgrading and upgrading because, like I said, even once you get all S-Class upgraded or even X-Class upgraded, not all modules are created equal. So you could always find a better one that gives you a little bit better of a boost. But yeah, so in short, start your upgrades with whatever is annoying you the most. It's important to note, you can actually overload your tech. So you can have 3 upgrades to a piece of tech. So for example, I have the Pulse Engine here, and then I have the Pulse Engine S-Class upgrades. Now, if I take another Pulse Engine upgrade, watch, they all break. So you can only have 3 upgrades per item, but you can get more out of it by using the technology. See, so boom, and now we can have 3 more in here. So you will overload tech, but you can split it up between putting some in your general and some in your tech. So it really depends how much storage you want. Like I personally don't use my ships for storage. I just like to load them with tech. But you might want to use your ship for storage. In that case, maybe don't use all the guns. You know, use just the ones you like, or something like that. It's really up to you on how you upgrade. But there you have it. I hope that helps. And listen, I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I hope you have a fantastic day.